Let's get straight into it.
No love lost between these political antagonists.
Let's
Basil,
hear him out and then
respectfully,
respond.
it's about giving me an opportunity to have a say. I can see you're
You've
getting
had
that.
8 years, friend.
Okay,
The
let him
debate
say what he
veering
wants to
towards
say.
an episode of Faulty Towers at times.
So under the previous Liberal government...
But how long are we
No.
going to go back to the previous Liberal government?
Basil.
John, that was 8 years ago.
Basil,
And this observation on the Liberals' long-awaited election costings.
Not a single person of either persuasion or independence or Greens has said to me, where's your costing?
Nevertheless, they've now revealed their election commitments would cost just over $4 billion. But with some $620 million in savings identified, the Liberals say the net impact on debt is $3.4 billion, virtually the same as Labor's. The Liberals' costings were conducted by former top public servant Peter Conran, who ran former Liberal Prime Minister John Howard's office and was a top advisor to former Liberal WA Premier Colin Barnett. But the Liberals have defended his independence.
If you rise to the heights of the public service that Peter Conran did, vast experience, enormous reputation. So no, I think that would be a slur on his reputation to suggest he's biased in making decisions.
4 years ago, the Liberals' costings amounted to just adding them up, but even struggled with that.
I'd have to check the policy to see what the cost is. Well, I don't have it in front of me right now.
This time, they say the rationale for the cost of each policy has also been checked.
It was a PowerPoint presentation that was added up by a Liberal Party mate. That was a sham process.
Also critical of the $5 billion the Liberals have initially allocated for their promised rebuild of Royal Perth Hospital.
That's less than they're committing to our underfunded Royal Commission into Health.
What we're promising for Royal Perth will actually be determined out of that Royal Commission process.
Meanwhile, Labor's denying the Nationals' claim the party undersubmitted their costings to Treasury by $2 billion. Nick Perpich, ABC News.
To hear more from the campaign trail, let's bring in our state political reporter, Rhiannon Shine. Rhiannon, none of the parties are getting a smooth run in the dying days of the campaign.
No, that's right, Pamela. I mean, for Labor, today was supposed to be all about tearing apart the Liberal Party's long-awaited costings, and they did have a fair crack at both the Liberals and the Nationals' costings. But Labor was copping a fair bit of heat itself today too. There's growing backlash against its plan to build a $200 million motorsport precinct at Burswood Park. And this just plays into the Liberals' attack line throughout the campaign, which has been that Labor's got its priorities wrong. But the Premier says it's only an election promise, and if they retain government, they'll consult the community. But for all these 11th hour bumps in the road, it's nothing that's going to change the course of the election. And same goes the other way. I don't think we're going to see any big promises from any of the parties now. And the past couple of days have really been about reiterating their major pledges. And plenty of people have made up their mind already anyway, more than 20% of voters having already cast their ballot. But Pamela, one more day on the campaign hustings now, and then we get to the fun stuff, the vote counting with Anthony Green.